But yeah, I'll pick a boy.
Pick up boy.
Let me tell you, that's
Boy.
now.
Pick
Let me see.
a boy.
Let me see. Now, here we go. Now that's a boy that I can get into.
Boy. Now that's what I call a boy. Volume blue.
Oh man, this is gonna be good. We are. Oh, I forgot what great levels we are. I am so. What?
You know what I just realized? We are we're gonna talk about Pokemon.
Yeah.
And
you know
our boys are red. Hold on. This is. We are red and blue, as in Pokemon. It's a Pokemon. It's a Pokemon.
That was my that was actually one of my favorite episodes of the original Pokemon show, is where the titular Pokemon Red and Blue run into a camp of thieves and just yell, "It's a Pokemon." That was pretty. That one was, I think, the episode right before the one with the Porygon with all the flash warnings.
Oh my god, that was the first. Should we intro this?
Yeah, why don't I mean this is the intro, but why don't we intro it?
Hey everybody, welcome to Pete. No, yes. No. It is called Pete Play.
Yeah.
Welcome to Pete Plays, and I'm Patrick, and we are here, and Peter and I are back to playing Castle Crashers, and we're gonna remember how to play this game.
Oh, pretty easily. Here goes.
Yeah, and
right.
And then
right.
Left. Oh, did we need to go across the ocean? Yep. All right, never mind.
Oh, did we?
And we want to talk Pokemon Red and Blue. We have discussion topics.
We're talking about Pokemon all day. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. We gave them all the way here.
Flooded temple.
Let's do this.
Yeah, let's go into it.
If only we had a water Pokemon.
Yeah.
Okay,
oh, that's gonna be my first question. Favorite water Pokemon?
Oh man. Okay, so may I ask, are we limiting ourselves to Gen 1?
I'm gonna say no, because my is this a thing we can't do anything
do we need
this.
Sandwiches? Hold on.
Do we have?
I used to have a bunch of sandwiches.
Yeah, maybe our sandwiches get undone when we restart a game, or maybe we need like a new version of a sandwich.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, we tried.
Crumbles.
Bye.
I'm gonna say that, like, just because I don't know. Oh, do we want to go to the marsh? Is that cool?
Yeah, let's go to the marsh.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
down.
Yeah, the marsh. Just because I don't know anything after Gen 1 doesn't mean that I should limit you.
Nice
yeah,
boy.
Dude, knock that off. No, don't dig a hole. I gotta remember how to...
Scullies. It's okay, man. I'm like relearning. This is eerie.
Yeah.
Unsettling music.
Kind of has like a very Halloween feel to it. Are the dudes in the brown on our team? Have we decided that?
Yeah, they are. I think they're trying to help.
Yes.
Dudes in the brown.
Yes.
I'm here to shock you.
Electrocute them.
So my favorite water Pokemon. What's interesting is I don't have a water Pokemon in Gen 1 that I really love. I know, isn't that funny?
Yeah, I guess it's. I mean, there's certainly not a huge focus of it, right? Like, you don't even really get any until further along than I am in the game. That's for sure.
All you get is Magikarp, which my favorite. I like that you referred to it as a glow up. My favorite evolution, I think, might be Magikarp and Gyarados, though that's pretty cool. My favorite water Pokemon, I'm pretty sure, is Wailord. Who is just a blue whale. He's a giant blue whale that's like, I think, the biggest Pokemon on record, which is a silly thing to know.
I don't think so.
It
sounds like the biggest Pokemon on record was found today. Channel 6 Pokemon News. Yeah, tell me about Wailord.
Wailord is essentially modeled after a blue whale, and is just sort of like a very classic water type. He doesn't have a second like subtype or anything like that. It's just a giant, Its stats are not particularly good, but I think probably you didn't ask who my favorite water type is, but my second favorite water type
I want to
is
know.
Quagsire.
Ooh.
Or I can't remember who Quagsire evolves into.
Is Quagsire Gen 2? Because I vaguely like recognize some of the Gen 2 names, even though I don't think I could come up with any of them off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Quagsire, who is a water and ground type. And the reason I really liked Quagsire, and whoever Quagsire either evolves into or evolves from, I'm forgetting one of the parts of the family tree, is because it's water and ground, it undoes the weakness to electric. Because it has ground, which nullifies.
Interesting. I should not have taken that apple. That was for you.
Oh, it's good.
Next time I see something tasty, I'm gonna point you straight to it. Because it looks
next time on Pete Plays,
Daddy could use a sandwich.
Yeah, I know.
That's it. We beat the game.
So that's okay. Who's your favorite water poaching man?
Oh man, I didn't know I was gonna have to go. In terms of, I don't know too much about like the Pochemans themselves, but I do. Whoa!
Did you get yourself a hammer?
No, you got yourself a hammer.
Oh, here, you get it if you want. I tend to use Magic Stick because it's like my whole focus. That's a pretty cool looking weapon.
Yeah, it is. Oh no, didn't want to dig. Okay. I like Gyarados, just the look of him or her or it, like just a really kind of gnarly looking, very like dragony, serpenty kind of vibe. Ooh, this guy is not a joke. Whoa.
Uh-oh. I think it's worth noting, I've not made it this far in Castle Crashers before. Oh no.
Oh my darling. Oh my.
By the way, I'm going to be doing a lot of this running around business.
Yeah, same.
I think there's a way to
die, that guy picked me out of the air.
No, Gyarados is one of the coolest. I can't remember like if it's water and like dragon type, because dragon type is a type that I don't know if it's like super well utilized in the first generation, because there aren't just a ton of good dragon moves. I don't know if people who watch Pete Plays care about spoilers, but one of the Elite
Almost
Four,
certainly not.
They might. Who knows?
One of the Elite Four is like a dragon user, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last one, Lance.
Oh, it's the
and
Lance Bass.
And the Lance Bass, and he sings the whole time.
Yeah. It's gonna be me.
And after you beat him, he just says, "You were two in sync" or something like that. Actually, one of my favorite little quips that any of the characters, like the trainers that you've beaten so far in Pokemon Yellow, has been you beat a youngster, and after you beat him, he says, "Too young!" And I thought,
eat it! Oh, too young!
And the way you said it, too, was like a sort of a shocked elderly person, and I loved that was your reaction. Too young!
It is kind of funny, some of the things they say, because you can tell they're just like, hey, what's just like a stock like one phrase thing for them to just sort of spit out, so that they don't just go, jinkies, I lost again.
I wish that, I like to think that just didn't make it past like the people who do localization at Nintendo or the Pokemon company. They were like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Too young.
Too young.
Oh, those little guys.
Lance
came through here.
What did
Lance,
they do?
tell me about Lance.
Okay, he's a dragon trainer, and in the first gen, dragon doesn't have like a ton of weaknesses from what I recall, but it is like super duper weak to ice. So like if you have a good ice Pokemon or a Pokemon with a good ice move or two, Lance goes down pretty fast. And really the only I don't know if it's the best ice Pokemon, but Articuno in Gen 1.
Yeah.
Can like sort of mop the floor with them if you teach it Ice Beam and Blizzard. And the one downside to Ice too is that there's also not a bunch of great moves in Gen 1.
Oh,
so anyway, that's sort of. I thought that this was good to go. That's for you. I want you to have whatever that is.
Oh, it's just.
I don't know what that is. Whoa. It's a candle. Here, you want here? Maybe you trade.
No, I think I like this. I think I like the. Well, I think I like to. There we are. That's
Ooh,
minus
that's
strength.
what I
Ooh,
want,
it's plus magic. Ooh.
Okay, what is it? It's plus magic.
Yeah, one.
Minus strength. It's okay. They can't all be winners. I like the look of it.
I mean,
I
but if
haven't
you
seen
think about
Strength
it,
in a
all you can upgrade is strength.
while. So I should be okay because I'll just upgrade it past it. Thank goodness for that video and that you still remember it in 2021.
I mean,
okay,
if anybody doesn't, I think they've just really missed out on the
Docent.
internet. Yeah.
So did you answer who your favorite was? Okay, Gyarados.
I think in terms of the look, Gyarados is definitely pretty cool. I'm kind of intrigued by Tentacruel. And because I believe Tentacruel is like water and poison. Is that right?
Something like that.
Yeah,
it's something like that.
Oh dear, I don't like this guy
hate
at
these
all.
things.
But yeah, and I'm sort of vibing like I don't know what it is, but I don't really like poison things in games. I don't because I think I tend to associate it with the poison status effect, and I find that to just generally be annoying. I don't really like status effects that are annoyances, right? That kind of like. And that's probably just me whining, right? But like I don't like having poison on me. But I don't know. I think the idea of it is kind of cool. So it's like, hey, I live in the water, but guess what? I'm also poisonous. And I wonder. I don't know. Like if I were to think about something like a creature named Quagsire, I would think like, oh, like boggy, gross, like like maybe there's some sort of poison element there, or maybe there's some sort of whoa. Yikes, that dude is not going to be in Rush Hour 3.
I've always liked that joke.
I really shouldn't take credit for it. And I won't because it's not my joke, and that's theft. It's intellectual property theft.
Yeah.
So you hit me. Hit me with your Poke question.
So this one we can go back and forth on because otherwise it'll be a list of 6. But I would love to hear who your final team for the Elite Four is going to be. Gen 1. We'll stick with Gen 1.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Or who you'd like it to be, because I don't exactly understand how if Yellow has access to the exclusives that Red and Blue... Like, I don't know if you get all 20 of them or if you only get 10 of them or a mixture of them. I don't really understand.
Yeah,
I would assume so.
I've gone through the list of like which ones are available, and I think there's only like about 120 of them are only available in the game for you to be able to get. I think the ones that you cannot get still like show up in the game, but you just can't like capture them, right? But yeah, that would be tough. I'll just go with I know what my first like one that this is a sort of like this is what I love. This is what I feel in my heart that I love, and not what I know is going to be the best team. But definitely is Pidgeot is it's Pidgeotto Pidgeot, right? Or is it Pidgey?
Yep.
Yeah, Pidgeot all the way. I just really dig that whole line.
By the way, can I please have your thoughts on one of my friends in high school pronounced it Pidgeot, and I want to get your thoughts on that sound for that Pokemon. 'Cause it sounds just wrong over.
It does. I don't love that sound, but I also don't want to be one of those people who's like, it's pronounced Articuno, or like that. I don't want to be like that kind of person. But if that's how you feel about Pidgeot Jones' Diary, then that's whatever you got. But I don't know. I think it's a bit of a sort of a nostalgia thing to me, because I think the thing that really got me back into liking the idea of Pokemon as an adult was Twitch Plays Pokemon, which for viewers, if you are not, what the heck? Oh, into the corn we go. If you're not familiar with it, it was basically somebody just, what in the world? Somebody just, okay, don't do that thing I just did.
Oh, but you can eat the popcorn.
Oh. There we go. It was basically just like, hey, the internet just crowdsourced playing Pokemon Red. And they had this like button thing, and basically you would just try to like spam whichever like control you wanted the character on the screen to go, and it was basically just like a giant exercise in madness and creativity. And one of the Pokemon that stayed with him through the whole game was a Pidgey that they affectionately referred to as Bird Jesus, because its name ended up being some sort of basically just like a giant like mash of like BDGJSZ, and people are like, we're gonna start calling it Bird Jesus. And Bird Jesus actually, so I forget which one it was, but Bird Jesus basically soloed. I think it was. I want to say it was Misty. I want to say it was the second gym. And everybody was like, Bird Jesus lives! But anyway, that's the sort of nostalgia there that makes me really into Pidgey. Because I don't even know that Pidgey's moveset is like really that wild or interesting, but just like it. Just like the Pokemon.
So you're gonna. I really like how you. I would have never thought, because I think that whenever I did playthroughs of Red and Blue, I always would get rid of whatever bird Pokemon I had in my team in favor of one of the legendary birds, and it was almost always Articuno.
Yeah.
But I just love that, because I think there's an argument to be made that your effort values that you would get for keeping a Pokemon that long for that many battles, and you got your Pidgey at what, like level 3 or 4?
Yeah.
And it's probably got pretty great stats. So you might be able to use it to solo some of the Elite Four or something by end of game, which I would probably be pretty happy to see.
I think that would be cool, because I've seen a lot of videos that are like, can you beat Pokemon with 6 Rattatas, or like stuff like that, which I think is really like fun and weird and interesting, just to sort of like, can it be done stuff.
I really like, by the way, that you're sort of in your playthrough. The last video I saw, it was you really wanted Eradicate, and I was like, that's a cool like they're such Pokemon, but they learn one of the coolest moves in the game that I know of, which is it's a move called Super Fang, because they learn, like, a lot of Pokemon learn Hyper Fang, but Eradicate I think is the only one, and it learns it naturally. Learns a move called Super Fang.
Is Super Fang better than Hyper Fang?
Super Fang does a really interesting thing. It only ever takes half of the life that a Pokemon currently has. So
I love that.
So I think it'll only like knock them out when they're down to like 1 hit point. So that means that if you're trying to catch something, right?
That's super
really
useful.
And if they're way lower level than you, you can just use Super Fang and knock it down half again, and they'll be at a quarter, and so on and so forth. And I think that's one of the most unique Pokemon moves I know of. So I used to like have one in my box just in case I needed to go catch something, because I knew that like I'd have too high a level stuff, and it was sort of a pain to deal with, like, honestly just trying to not kill the thing with any of my other Pokemon. But I knew that Eradicate could always just Super Fang it a couple
times. Oh, buddy.
So anyway, I know, it's okay. I've been through some potions. Okay, so that's
some
one
potion
of your...
Sorry.
Hello. So that's going to be one of your Elite Four.
Yeah, I think so. I really want that Pidgey to hang with me the whole game. Basically, Pidgey is my Pikachu. Oh
yeah.
That's how I feel.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. He's your starter. Pidgey is the real starter.
Oh yeah. I mean, really,
a couple years ago,
it's statistically like probably the first wild Pokemon you run into.
Yeah.
So I just realized I do not have a potion, because I did not buy any potions, because I am a silly Billy. So I really... I spoke too soon. Did you say your first one? Tell me your first one. Tell me all your thoughts.
No, I haven't. I'm gonna go through some of the ones that I used back when because I've played through Red a couple of times, but I always had in my team an Electrode.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I really I think that if you're using Pikachu, and who will eventually become Raichu, right? You're like there's good reason to keep doing that. But I always really liked Electrode for some reason. Couldn't tell you why. I think I would catch it at the power. Oh yeah, here for you. At the power plant, and I would use it the rest of the game until it became because you catch them on their Voltorb and then become Electrodes. I think that I might be wrong on this, but they're the fastest. They have the highest like natural speed stat.
That sounds right. Yeah.
And they can learn a move called Swift, which is like overkill, because I think Swift always attacks first. So there's really if they ran into a faster Electrode and that Electrode happened to not pick Swift, then it could still attack first.
Outspeed them. Yeah.
The downside that I always found was that you can learn Thunder and Thunder Shock, and that's really all Electrode can learn. If you beat Lieutenant Surge, you get a TM that teaches I think a move called Thunder Bolt, and then he has like another good option for if you're doing like some longer grinds where you're not going to be able to get to a Poke Center and refresh one of them. And Thunder has bad accuracy, and it only has 10 hits. So so like that was the one downside, but I really liked having it. And it's one of those ones where like it has like it's sort of a glass cannon. It's special and its speed are really fast, but nothing else is super fast. Oh right.
Oh, we did it. Okay, I was gonna say that last like 4 hit points were about the hardest ever.
Yeah, I sort of was shooting magic bolts at random. All right, are we gonna have to go into that barn?
Oh, that guy went and found just a really old croissant. It's like
I'm gonna crack my teeth on that croissant.
Dude, look how much we contributed to the team.
That was actually really, really well distributed. I'm happy about that. Ooh, a new arena where we won't go because we always have to just fight each other.
Yeah, that was so odd. It was just like, hey, remember how much fun you're having cooperating with one another? Stop doing that.
It doesn't make sense.
Right.
Look at that. You can make a new magic.
I think I want to do it.
If you get the new thing, you'll get a new move, I think.
Yeah. A-R-T-Y.
Cause I gotta. You want to go to the store?
I want to purchase... Piggy. What does Piggy make you do? Food. And it gives you more health. Food.
I love that. I'm definitely going to buy some of these wios, because I go run out of them like a crazy person. Okay, when you are... Oh, hey, Barbarian. Oh. I'm intimidated by you. I don't think I'll buy that. Okay. I would love to hear your next Pokemon and why.
Oh, man.
When you got time.
This one's tough. For some reason, I'm into birds, and somebody has asked me the question like, "Hey, would." Ooh.
Oh, sorry.
What do you mean sorry? You just found gold. Sorry. Use the conch.
So, do I just go?
Oh, I have it.
There you go. You got it.
I don't know why I have it. Oh,
I also have it. There we go. Yeah, I'll do it too. I forgot how to use items. I'm not good at this.
Ooh. Oh, very sludgy. Okay. We're gonna run into Sludgina. Dang it! You just told me. Quagsire. Squong.
Sludgina.
Oh well, good thing I leveled up.
That's
Sludgina.
That's one of your like inevitable RPG character names that you make up Sludgina or
Squange.
Squange. Alright, give me your second. Tell me.
Oh man, this is it's tough because I know there are such cool ones out there that I haven't run into yet.
Yeah.
I'm really into the Eevee evolutions and trying to think about them. I think I would definitely want to have an Eevee evolution. Probably is Vaporeon the water one?
Yeah, I think there's Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon.
Yeah, those are and then in other generations there's more Eevee evolutions.
Oh yeah. There's God, it's a bit excessive to be perfectly honest. I think there's a one that's dark type and one that's light type and one that's really good at surfing, and then I think there's another one that works at Joe's Crab Shack, and I think there's another one that
yeah, that one's Flavorion. No, I think I would go with Vaporeon because I don't know, I'm into sort of I think it's a cool idea. I like the sort of customize your Eevee kind of thing, but also I don't know that I like another water type enough to get another to pull another water type with me. And I also know that Vaporeon is sort of will probably have an interesting moveset. So I think that would be a really cool one to have. Because I feel like, Pidgeot is probably got... Ooh, wait. I want to dig in the ground.
Oh, good eye, Sniper.
I want to dig in the ground. What?
Ooh, you got a chickie. Take that chickie. That's the behemoth sign. Cool. That'll probably be a good one.
Okay.
By Raffi, song singer. Ooh. Yeah.
No, stop digging, please. Yeah, Vaporeon. Hit me with that number 2 because I love this countdown.
Me too. I love that we're doing a countdown. Did you know you have a Moonstone in your inventory in Pokemon Yellow? Do you know what that does?
I don't have the foggiest.
Okay, it evolves certain Pokemon. So like, you have a Nidorina, and Nidorina evolves into Nidoqueen when you use a Moonstone on it at a particular level. So like, you'll just give that to Nidorina and she'll evolve at some point. I don't remember the level.
Okay, I should have given you that chicken. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay. And there's a lot of other ones like Jigglypuff and Clefairy, I think, are also Moonstone evolves. So like, they're good little handy things to have.
So they only evolve when you give them the Moonstone?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
so, like,
I kind of want a Clefable. I'll tell you, the only reason why I want a Clefable is because Alex Fossiani on Beer Bros really likes it, and everybody else talks trash about it. And I'm just like, don't you say... I don't like it when people... I get like a chip on my shoulder on behalf of things that don't exist. So that's just...
on other people's yum, man.
Yeah.
Let people like things. Let people like Clefables. I actually I like Jigglypuff a lot. Jigglypuff was a Pokemon that I always really wanted to have in my final party, and I never found room for him. Because he's a normal type, and I always carry... I'll just give you my number 2. I always have a Snorlax in my team.
Oh, yeah. I knew that was coming, baby.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Favorite. Snorlax is my favorite. I don't know why. I've always been fascinated by it. It has I think one of the highest HP stats in like the entire game. And it before, this is getting into the weeds a little bit, but in Gen 1 they didn't. Yeah, cowboy. Which is maybe why my magic hasn't been doing as much damage against these guys. I wonder if they're like resistant to magic or anything. Anyway. Snorlax in the first generation had a pretty high special, and that's before the game makers split special attack and defense. So like in later generations, Snorlax has a fairly high special defense, but a fairly low special attack. So, but in the first game, he has kind of a high special everything because they didn't split it. So he's actually like pretty good with like, he can learn a lot of like random moves like Surf. There's something up there, right?
I kind of don't.
Okay,
I don't know how to.
Me neither.
Hey, welcome to this episode of PETEPLAYS, where we just look at the architecture.
Yeah, look at how pretty this thing is they designed. So anyway, I always really liked having Snorlax, but so I never really had room for a Jigglypuff or a Wigglytuff in my team. Well, I'd be down for you to have a Clefairy or a Clefable.
So, when you say like you didn't have room, does that just mean like they are similar in the kinds of ways that you would not want to have both a Snorlax and a Wigglytuff or a Jigglypuff? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they like, because
they're doing sleepy kinds of things.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want to have. I think that maybe this is silly. I always had like I wouldn't double up on a type. I would only have one of each type. So if I have Electrode, I'm not bringing Raichu. I'm not bringing Voltreon or whatever its name is, Volteon, the EV evolution. I'm not gonna bring the other electric type Pokemon with me because I already got one. It can kind of do the job, and I'm probably gonna need to have some sort of variety.
Yeah.
There were a couple types I always shorted myself in. I never really cared for any of the fire type Pokemon for whatever reason.
Yeah, I share that. There's no fire type that really just catches my eye. Like Charizard is just straight up power, and that's kind of cool. But it never... I don't know. I never felt about Charizard the way that I felt about... I mean, I'm not going to lie. The top... What?
Gosh.
That is
This
way
is gonna be
too
weird.
sassy
Hideous.
and... What is happening?
And just just I don't know. It's troubling, frankly.
I feel like we have committed a rudeness.
Uh-oh. I feel like that's horrifying. I'm gonna try to shoot it in the snakes.
Okay. My strategy of ice worked very little. Oh. Okay, yeah.
I'm hoping that just playing keep away will do the trick.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, there's my second Pokemon as well, which is
Nice.
Snorlax. I hope you get a Clefable. Use that
Whoa.
Moonstone. Oh, we're gonna turn to stone if we get hit by that.
Oh, well, I
no.
did the thing you're not supposed to do. Okay, there you go.
So when you're able to tell me more, by the way, if you kept a Clefable in your Final Four team, I mean, that you would create another PETEPLAYS viewer, because I would create another email account and subscribe to your YouTube channel, just because that sounds like a fun at the end of the game.
Can I help you break this? I feel like I can't.
So.
Okay.
All right, give me another. Who are you gonna have?
Goodness.
It's pretty tough.
There we go. This is. Pippa! Just stay away from the little babies. Doug Trio, which we're gonna see some of tomorrow.
Oh, did you get one?
I did get a Doug Trio. I don't. It almost felt like I shouldn't have been able to. Like, I don't know. It felt sort of like illegal almost. I'm like kind of in a. There we go. Okay, that's gonna hurt. I was gonna say I was like almost had her in like a not quite a stun lock, but. Do you have potions left, baby? Sweet jumpums.
Yeah, I have 5 of those.
Okay, good. So we're doing okay.
Yeah, it's more just that I am embarrassed at how. Anyway, so you're gonna get a Doug Trio.
Yeah.
Get yourself a ground type.
The Doug Trio is get away. Okay. Is pretty cool. Like their dig move, which I don't entirely understand, is pretty cool. It seems like it's basically you can get like super effectiveness on just about anything because you like dig under them or something like that. I can't quite figure it out. But when I was trying to fight them, a Doug Trio would use dig and then it would go away. And then doggone it. And then I wouldn't be able to hit it, and then when it would come back up, it would do like super effective damage. Even though I wasn't a weak type against ground or something like that. So there must be something special about the move itself, maybe? I don't know if you can give any insight into that. But Doug Trio, very cool. Not kind of weird and nerdy in the way that I thought it might be. Because, like, not gonna lie, before I started playing Pokemons, I was like, Diglett, Doug Trio, boring, right? Like, kind of didn't vibe it.
Moles, dumb moles.
Yeah, they didn't really dig it. But I don't know. What kind of insight do you have into that?
So dig, all I remember, because I used it, I don't know about the super effective thing. I know that you just go underground as a part of the move. You take a turn underground, and that makes so that anything that is not a ground type can't hurt you. But if something uses Earthquake or something, you actually get dealt like lots of damage.
Ooh, so it's extra chunk.
Yeah.
Ooh,
we got another weapon, whatever that is. Let me see, what are you? Ooh, I want that.
Yeah, dude.
That's a
yes.
lot of magic.
This could be. Well, I'll never know. Hey, we've done so much, and we've gotten. Oh no, you've got to tell me your number 3 because that'll be half our team, and then we're gonna next time if he plays.
Yeah. Go ahead and do your thing here, and I'll talk about my number 3.
Did you just grip it and rip it? Did you just crack open a delicious ice cold beverage?
No, I should have saved it for the start of the next episode. I didn't even think about it. I'm just cooling down. This is my cool down lap. My third that I always keep is a Golem. And Golem is the final evolution of Geodude. I almost always, when in the last few episodes of Pokemon Yellow, when you talk about you want a ground type, eventually Geodude becomes ground. I think he starts off as pure rock, but he becomes rock ground when he turns into Graveler. And then you have to trade him. Yeah, and then you trade him, and when he's Graveler, and he turns into Golem, which I think is one of my favorite looking rock Pokemon. Always keep him. He always knows Dig and Earthquake, and like Mega Punch, and like Strength or something. And between all those things, I used to only ever roll with my Pokemon team, each knowing an HM. and the HMs are actually pretty bad for the most part.
Mhm.
Like they don't do very well.
Yeah,
like,
they're-
cut is a pretty bad move.
They're just for getting around on the overworld.
Yeah, they're not super helpful in a fight. I think there might be some exceptions, but anyway, I always roll with a golem, and now you know. And then we'll do our top. I guess our top three, the other three.
Our top other three.
Mhm.
Next time on P Plays. We'll see you guys then.
Ba 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 bye.
Ba 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 ba. This is poison. This is later.